Mark Haggard, you are ready to go with Coach Nate Thompson and the Carvers Bay team in our studio.
Oh, they're giving me a mic check, and now I'm with a guy who's been in hibernation for a while. Nate Thompson, the head coach of the Carvers Bay Bears. I say hibernation because you were 5-6 last year, one and done in the playoffs. That is not Carvers Bay-like.
Well, it wasn't, and we had to learn. We found out how the other half lived. And one good thing about it, we didn't like it, so we tried to do something about it this year.
Well, you avenged that loss to Hemingway earlier this year, crushed them.
Oh, yes.
And then you've gone on this 8-game run.
Well, you know, these young men, they want to achieve something. They knew that we were better than a 5-5 team, and we wanted to let them know that they deserve better. So my coaches, which I do give a big shout out to my coaches, I think they do a great job. And I also want to give a shout out, believe it or not, to our community and also to our school. And one person I really want to give a shout out to that he had some bad breaks and not some really good situations. And we want to make sure that we know that our principal, Mr. Rich Neal, knows that we love him and care about him. And we're always going to keep him in our hearts, and we know he'll be back with us pretty soon. But the major thing is these young men in this community came together tonight, which is our homecoming night. We had a lot of people came back home, and these young men performed very well.
Notice you had all the end zone all painted up like the checkerboard square. I thought I was looking at a Tennessee Volunteer game.
Well, I've got to give credit to Coach Howard. Coach Howard went all out.
It's his artwork.
I think he started on a Monday, and we didn't get through until Friday night. So, my hat's off to Coach Howard, and I tell you what, we look like a college field.
You had so many people do so well tonight. Israel Davis, 16 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdown runs. Desmond Sumter, 5 catches, 131 yards, a touchdown catch. And, of course, my boy, Naquez Pringle. That's my man. Hey, he's making all zone. He is eating. That's my man, sitting right behind me. He's got D1 offers. You just name it, and he's got them. But the HTC game ball's going somewhere else.
Yes, it is. It's going to Deshaun Aiken.
Deshaun Aiken, an awesome game tonight. Boy, what numbers. 10 of 17 passing, 246 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and on defense. He played defensive back as well, a scoop and score. Talk to me about tonight's win over East Clarendon, how important it was to keep the ball rolling.
I mean, it was very important, but I couldn't do none of it without my Bear family. And I'd like to thank God and just Bear pride that we got at Carvers Bay.
Is Naquez here in the Bear family?
Look at him.
Oh, man. Yeah, he brings it on offense. He brings it on defense. I know defensively, 10 tackles. He had a sack, and that big old Bear even scooped up a fumble and got a touchdown. Boy, I bet he didn't know what to do.
No, he didn't know what to do.
Well, you certainly have shown people. I know you are a fine basketball player, averaged 18 points a game, and I hear you're getting a lot of offers in basketball.
Yes, sir, but I'm just waiting for a couple options, better options to see where I'm going.
Coach Mezzatesta is going to have to wait for basketball season, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
You going to make a long run here in the playoffs?
Yes, sir, as long as we can.
All right. Well, Coach, I know your cheerleading squad is dying. They're dying to do me a cheer. They said they can work the end zone in this thing. Oh. All right, ladies, let's go.
3, 4. When we say go, you say Bears. Go, Bears, go, Bears. When we say in, you say zone. In, zone, in, zone.
Now you.
Cheerleaders, a big reason you're 8-1. Well, Zoni, our mascot, has taken the last 2 weeks off.
Wow.
He had to go to a wedding, and I can't remember what his excuse was this week. It was a good excuse, though. Okay. So Zoni has been off a couple of weeks, but we've got the Carvers Bay Bear right over there in the end zone. And we've got an 8-1 Carvers Bay Bear team. You stumbled once to open the season, and now you stepping on the gas, Coach. But you got Bill Tate and those Timminsville Whirlwinds coming to town. Final game of the regular season. What do you make of that matchup?
Hey, I tell you what, you're talking about going against one of the legends. Coach Tate is a legend. And Matter of fact, I've learned a lot under Coach Tate as I came up as a coach. So I know that Coach Tate's going to have them ready. They're going to come in. The good thing is we got them at our place. We hope that that long ride they got to take gets them a little bit tired or a little bit cranky, and we can kind of knock them off their heels a little bit. But I tell you what, they're going to come, and they're going to be loaded for bear. So we got to be ready to play.
You were mentioning me earlier. It's more than just a region championship on the line when you play Timmonsville.
Oh, yes. What a lot of people don't understand is the thing is that even though Timmonsville is Division II and we are Division I,
right,
but there are certain conference points goes to the conference champion, and that makes a difference of where you're seated within your division. So it could play a long part of us being at least in the top 2 or top 3 seeds. And so this coming week is very, very important.
All right. The Bears, they're going to be squaring off against Timmonsville next week, but tonight, the Carvers Bay Bears celebrate with a big win over East Clarendon. Guys and gals, let's hear it.